Hey guys, let's get more news about Steelers, but first don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. New ESPN mock draft has Steelers trading up for tackle. 1 year after the Pittsburgh Steelers traded up in the first round for offensive tackle Broderick Jones, one ESPN analyst predicted they would do it again. In a mock draft posted Monday, April 22, Jordan Reed predicted the Steelers would move up to the 16th overall pick in a trade with the Seattle Seahawks. With that pick, Reed predicted, the Steelers will draft Alabama offensive tackle J.C. Latham. Pittsburgh traded up 3 spots in the first round in 2023 to land offensive tackle Broderick Jones, Reed wrote. Now I have it trading up 4 spots to get another one, focusing on building up that offensive line in front of the team's 2 newly acquired quarterbacks in Russell Wilson and Justin Fields. The Steelers would need a combination of luck and a trade partner to land Latham. If they did, the tandem with Jones could solidify the tackle position for the team in the long run. Reed noted the Steelers could be interested in making a change with their current situation at tackle. Jones showed plenty of promise after taking over the starting right tackle role in Week 9, but his best projection might be on the left side, Reed wrote. Upgrading from Dan Moore Jr., flipping Jones to LT and drafting Latham would give the Steelers 2 really good bookends on their offensive line. Latham fits the profile of the Pittsburgh offense, too. He's a bruising and physical blocker who generates movement with ease at the point of attack. Latham contributed immediately at Alabama, serving as a reserve offensive guard and special teams player as a freshman. He won the starting right tackle job as a sophomore, where he started all 27 games over 2 seasons. According to Pro Football Focus, Latham allowed only 2 sacks during his college career. However, it's possible Latham is completely out of range for the Steelers. According to ESPN's Adam Schefter, Latham attended pre-draft visits with several teams selecting in the top 10. The Steelers did not host Latham for a top 30 visit. However, the team attended his pro day and met with him at the NFL Combine, according to A to Z Sports. In his April 22 mock draft, Reed predicted the Steelers would use the second round to address a major area of need by selecting Michigan wide receiver Roman Wilson. George Pickens is the Steelers' number 1 receiver, but a lack of depth on the perimeter is evident, he wrote. Wilson could quickly establish himself as the number 2. He averaged 16 yards per catch over 4 college seasons, and his 12 TDs tied for 9th in the country in 2023. The Steelers' most significant receiver move in the 2024 offseason so far is trading Deontay Johnson to the Carolina Panthers. Despite adding some depth in Van Jefferson and Quez Watkins, the team remains shorthanded. On the In the Huddle podcast on April 9, the Washington Post's Jason La Canfora said it's not outside of the realm of possibility the Steelers still make a trade for a receiver. For me, there's a piece of information we don't have yet, which is, do they trade for a wide receiver before the draft? It would not surprise me if they did that tomorrow, if they did it the Wednesday before the draft, if they did it while they were on the clock, if they did it in the run-up to the draft that Thursday. I know that they're really trying to make something happen there. Despite center being one of the most glaring needs on the Steelers roster, Reed predicts they'll wait until the 3rd round to address it. He believes the Steelers will select Georgia's Cedric Van Prangranger with the 98th overall pick. Van Prangranger screams Pittsburgh Steeler to me. Wide-bodied and savvy, he's a model of consistency at the center position. The Steelers have been seeking an answer at center since Maurkice Pouncey retired in 2021. Most recently, the team released Mason Cole, who started the past 2 seasons for the Steelers. Pittsburgh Steelers trade up, solidify offensive line in latest 7-round 2024 NFL mock draft. Can the Pittsburgh Steelers build off their semi-successful 2023 season? Following an insanely active offseason that's included trading away former first-round pick Kenny Pickett, trading for fellow former first-round pick Justin Fields, and signing likely future Hall of Famer Russell Wilson to a veteran's minimum deal, the Pittsburgh Steelers are primed and ready to compete in 2024. According to ESPN's Jordan Reed's latest 2024 NFL draft projections, the Pittsburgh Steelers are being mocked to trade selections 20 and 84 to the Seattle Seahawks in order to move up to pick number 16, where they'd be nabbing Alabama offensive tackle J.C. Latham. Jones showed plenty of promise after taking over the starting right tackle role in Week 9, but his best projection might be on the left side. Upgrading from Dan Moore Jr., flipping Jones to LT and drafting Latham would give the Steelers two really good bookends on their offensive line. Latham fits the profile of the Pittsburgh offense, too. He's a bruising and physical blocker who generates movement with ease at the point of attack. George Pickens is the Steelers' number one receiver, but a lack of depth on the perimeter is evident. Wilson could quickly establish himself as the number two. He averaged 16 yards per catch over 4 college seasons, and his 12 TDs tied for 9th in the country in 2023. Van Prangranger screams Pittsburgh Steeler to me. Wide-bodied and savvy, he's a model of consistency at the center position. The Pittsburgh Steelers only have picks in rounds 4 and 6 following the first 3 rounds, and with those final 3 selections, ESPN projects Mike Tomlin and company to pick Auburn cornerback DJ James, 119, Florida State defensive tackle Fabian Lovett Sr., 178, and Troy edge rusher Javon Solomon, 195. Cowboys' Dak Prescott sets record straight on contract desires amid shaky future. Jerry Jones and coach Mike McCarthy have a mission to be atop the football world next year. After years of constant heartbreaks, maybe it's the Dallas Cowboys' time to finally win the Super Bowl. However, they will need their signal caller back if they want to build on their success in previous years. Dak Prescott's record in the regular season and experience in the postseason make him a desirable target for most teams. Will a hefty contract bar the Cowboys' quarterback from going to any other place? Contract negotiations are still ongoing between Dak Prescott and the Jerry Jones-led Cowboys. Hopefully, this gets resolved before the start of the season such that the squad does not experience any drama or the quarterback does not hold out for a few games. On the brighter side, the team's current signal caller is not asking for much. He even dispelled the notion that he wanted to be the highest-paid quarterback in the league, via Ari Meirov of the 33rd team. No, I'm not trying to be the highest paid necessarily. We'll wait until the negotiations begin and obviously want to put this team in the best situation, Dak Prescott declared. Jerry Jones and the Cowboys front office have given him a 4-year deal that sees him earn $40 million per season. The upcoming season will be his last, which means that the Cowboys will have to fix his situation. Dak Prescott is also designated to give his team a $55.4 million headache against the salary cap. With all that being said, he had one of the best years of his career and that might be worth rewarding. With Mike McCarthy, he notched 4,516 yards with a 105.9 rating. Moreover, his lethality near the end zone has also gotten scarier. Despite throwing 9 interceptions, the Cowboys' quarterback darted 36 touchdowns during the 2023-24 season. Prescott has a projected market value that will see him earn $50.8 million per year in his next contract. A contract the Cowboys might give him would be a 4-year deal that is worth $203 million. This deal will see him notch the 5th highest salary in the league and 5th among quarterbacks too. Who ranks above the Cowboys' quarterback in this situation? Well, there are 4 heavy hitters that might just be worth every single penny given to them by their teams. Russell Wilson ranks 4th with a salary value of $242 million, which spans through 5 years. Jalen Hurts is the 3rd with a 5-year deal that is worth $255 million. Lamar Jackson is next with a 5-year contract that is valued at $260 million. Last and the most expensive quarterback in the league, Justin Herbert was given a $262 million deal by the Los Angeles Chargers, which also lasts for half a decade. As of writing, the Mike McCarthy and Jones-led Cowboys' current contract with Prescott ranks him 10th among all quarterbacks in the league. He is also in the same ranking for NFL players. If he does get the projected deal, Prescott will earn more in the next 4 years than he did in his first 8 seasons and will shoot up to 5th. To put into perspective, his career earnings are at $162.3 million. The Steelers have interest in hiring Dak Prescott. And you, fan, what do you think of the situation of Dak Prescott? Leave your opinion in the comments.